Hurricane Lane is barreling down on Hawaii, drenching the islands even as the storm stays offshore.
Now here's a live look tonight from Diamond Head in Oahu. You can see the wind rolling through the palm trees and the waves crashing on the beach. This is a little scary.
No swimming. Beaches are closed.
The bands of the Hurricane Lane drenched the Big Island with more than 30 inches of rain. Flash flooding is burying streets, cars, and leaving families in rushing water.
Please heed the warnings. It's very dangerous to be outside, particularly in areas that we know are have imminent flooding occurring or are getting ready to flood.
Many tourists are dealing with an unconventional vacation, with some being confined to their hotels.
Yes, speaking of, our very own KEZI 9 news reporter Amber Wilmarth is on a plane heading out of Hawaii as we speak. She has been vacationing with her family on Oahu this week, and we spoke with her earlier today before she left, and she says the weather today was the worst it's been all week with very windy conditions. She says compared to yesterday, there were a lot less people out, especially on the beaches where she noticed much larger waves.
A lot of the stores along Waikiki Beach are still closed today. They're all still boarded up with sandbags. The only places that we've seen that are open are hotels and the restaurants inside of hotels. So right now we are at a hotel right off of the beach here for breakfast. So hotels are staying open for the guests here because there's lots of visitors here.
Amber says other flights have been delayed or canceled, but luckily for her and her family, hers was not, and she did leave on time.
And speaking of flights, there are many tourists waiting to fly to Hawaii from Oregon. Some airlines are still making the flight today, but there are some changes. Tim Gordon shows us what's happening at Portland International Airport.
Hawaiian Airlines taxiing to the runway first at 9:05, Honolulu bound. What awaits passengers at the end of the flight might be pretty rough. Hurricane Lane is far from finished, doing damage to Hawaii. Inside PDX, we found the usual morning crowd. At the Alaska counter, there were travelers for its Honolulu flight.
I think it'll be okay. I'm trying not to be worried about it.
Including these three going to visit family.
My family's there right now. They say it's okay, kind of calm, so I guess we'll see. Maybe it's a calm before the storm. We don't really know.
Young Caden had his boots on to go with shorts and a t-shirt. Probably good choices for the storm. We also met Dwayne Ray, who lives in Honolulu. He got a report on the conditions there earlier.
I talked to my friends this morning already. I talked to them on the phone, and it's not that bad yet, but they think it's going to be.
Whatever the hurricane delivers, he's heading to it, prepared.
5 hours and get off and go home, and I already have my hurricane supplies there. I keep them on hand all the time. Yeah.
All right, that's Tim Gordon reporting. Now, we showed you the live picture from Waikiki Beach earlier. There was a person out there kite surfing in all this rough weather, and Chief Meteorologist Marissa Walton tracking Hurricane Lane tonight. Marissa?
Well, yes, Hurricane Lane is nicely weakening as we speak. Right now, it is a Category 1 hurricane. Just about an hour ago, it was still a Category 2. So sustained winds are at about 85 miles per hour, so still rather strong. As you take a look, the storm is still projected to make that sharp turn to the west and then weaken, become a tropical storm and continue to move farther into the central Pacific. As you take a look, though, at Storm Tracker 9 satellite and radar, a lot of rain still moving and hitting all of the islands of Hawaii, as well as some of those strong winds in the outer bands. I'll have a close look at your forecast and what you can expect here in western Oregon. Don't worry, we're not worried about a hurricane. Your forecast is next.